Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, and today I'll be taking you through published information sources by Old Prudence, which is my name. This is my contact, and then you'll excuse me for my email because my computer has some problem, but my email is in small letter if you want to email me. So what is published information sources? A published information source is a document or medium made available to the public offering validated or compiled information. The landscape of published information. What is a source? Any entity or document that provides information to help you answer question, that is a source. Then the key classification: sources are typically categorized by their originality and their proximity to the original event or date. Then why it matters? Understanding the type of source helps you to determine its reliability, bias, and depth. The first-hand account, that is primary source. These are the original materials that provide direct evidence or first-hand testimony about a topic. That one is like people who were there when something was happening and they witnessed it in person. For example, in science, original research papers, lab notebooks, and patents. Then in humanities, diaries, letters, photographs, and manuscripts. In media, we have speeches, raw data, news reports, etc. Then the interpretation and synthesis, in bracket secondary and tertiary sources. Secondary sources, these interpret, analyze, or summarize the primary sources, such as textbooks, biographies, scholarly review articles. Then tertiary sources, these compile and index primary and secondary sources to provide a broad overview, such as encyclopedia, dictionaries, and others. Then in conclusion, secondary sources are used to see how others have interpreted data. Tertiary sources are for background information. Tertiary. Then how to evaluate your sources? How do you evaluate your sources? To ensure a source are credible, put it through the CRAP test. See currency, which is the information timely. When was it published or last updated? Then the R relevance. Does it directly relate to your research question? Then A, authority. Who is the author or publisher? What are their credentials? Then A, accuracy. Is the content supported by evidence? Can it be verified elsewhere? Then P, purpose. Why was it written? Is there an underlying bias or goal to sell or pursue? So those are the few ways how to evaluate your sources, which are summarized in abbreviation or craft, and you get to analyze them through these steps. Thank you for being with me. Till then, see you next time.